1660 WFNZ, the franchise.
Harris and Kenny Moore. Guys, how are you?
Man, doing great.
Man, you feeling good? Practice is over. You got a little work to do tonight, 2 again tomorrow, and then onward to the New York Football Giants over the weekend. I know that you're looking forward to seeing some fresh meat on Monday.
Yeah, I can't wait to hit somebody else.
Yeah, it gets to be about this point too, doesn't it, Chris? After about a week and a half, 2 weeks, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, you know what else we got to do?
Right, absolutely. I'm ready to, do a game plan and hit somebody else.
And get on to this guy beside you. A lot of folks have been bragging about him today when we've been talking about it. Kenny Moore, and for all those Wake Forest fans going, oh my goodness, can we have him back for one more year, for crying out loud? Kenny, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing well, holding up. Camp is going well, and just working hard, so everything's good right now.
You know, it's always interesting to talk to guys making that transition from being a big-time player in college to, all right, now it's tackle football, it's Sundays, and all that good stuff. What is the toughest thing for a guy like yourself?
The toughest, I mean, like you said, for going from being a man at Wake Forest to going back to, like, basically a nobody and just trying to build your ranks back up and, get your name back up there. But it's a humbling experience because you have to work hard and it makes you enjoy everything that you earn.
And guys like this are looking to take your head off when you're coming around the corner with the football. Doesn't help either, does it?
No, it doesn't help. But he's a great guy, Chris Harris, and when you see him in that middle, you think about it.
Chris, you're over there laughing. It's got to be fun though for you in a sense. I mean, you've been in the league now. You know what's going on. You've cut. Listen. You paid your dues. You know you can play. You're going to be a player. When you get into a stage like this, what's the motivating factor other than the fact that, as Jordan Gross talked about, hey, it's all about technique, getting better every single day. But from being a defensive player, Ron Meeks, new system, search and destroy, find a football and hit it. A guy like yourself, you got to love something like this.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for Sundays. I can't wait for Monday. Heck. I'm just ready to hit somebody. I love our defense style. He's really emphasizing turnovers and guys running to the ball. And we ran similar defense in Chicago the 2 years I was there, and it worked. We went to the Super Bowl with it. So, I'm just trying to let these guys know, hey, buy into the system, and we can be pretty good.
And so when Ron told you guys a couple of days ago that, hey, here's what I want you to do, defense, you know what? When the offense catches it, strip it and go score.
Right.
And you had to sit there and go, oh, I like being on the defense because I can, hit somebody, and now I get to play offense too in a way.
Right, and that's what we felt in, like I told guys in Chicago. I mean, we felt like we were in a offense.
We could score.
That was our thing. We didn't care what the offense did, and that's just the way I was brought up out there in Chicago. Offense cannot score any points if they don't score. I mean, and we cause turnovers. We felt we could score whenever we wanted to, honestly. So, we bring that mentality here. Catch the ball in practice, you take it to the house, go all the way.
The biggest difference between this team in terms of the preparation with Ron Meeks and so forth versus what you've been through before is what?
Man, the big difference. Well, here, they're really harping running to the ball. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, we have pursuit drill. Nobody wants to do pursuit drill. So he brought it back out a few days ago because some guys everybody wasn't running. So, he brought it back out, and he's like, hey, don't make me, if I have to do it again, I'm going to do it again. So nobody wants to do pursuit drill, so guys are running to the ball.
All right, Kenny, from an offensive perspective, you see the defensive guys all having fun, and they know what the plays are, so you can't fool anybody here, and they just can't wait to grab the ball and go score. As an offensive player, you're sitting back going, hey, how do we have fun? Because it's kind of like, it sounds like it's just like, hey, I just got to go execute, do my thing, and there's nothing else for me to do.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, after seeing the guys for a week and a half, they know your tendencies, they know everything that you're going to do. So, it really helps you with being more precise with your route running and your technique. So I think, the offense has done a great job with, preparing for our defense. They kind of game plan us a little bit, so we kind of game plan them. So it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, they brought out trick plays. They might have brought out every play they could. They running reverses, running flea flickers. I'm like,
but Chris, they got to do that to keep things honest. I mean, listen, if it's so stacked that the defense knows, hey, I can go hit the guy and score, I mean, you got to give the offense something now.
I guess.
You got to change that a little bit.
You just see the look on Chris's face. It's like, oh man, are you kidding me?
What is this nonsense? It's reverse. That's not in anybody's playbook. Where's that coming from? Do either one of you guys tweet? You have Twitter? You do.
That guy 43.
All right. And by the way, your stance on this, the NFL's all been out of shape. I mean, is it stupid? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Man, I think they're a little bit out of shape on it, but hey, I just work for them. So.
As long as they're writing a check, though, right?
Hey, I'm gonna do whatever they tell me. I can and can't.
All right, I'm asking the same question to every Panther today. I'm going to start with you, Kenny. The biggest surprise of this camp is what? It could be a player, coach, you tell me, for you. The biggest surprise so far of this camp is what?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know.
That's a tough one.
And don't say the weather, because I've gotten 2 or 3 of those. And, I know you're a Winston-Salem guy.
The heat is.
I grew up in Winston-Salem. This is like the North Pole today. This is easy.
It's amazing, although like I'm from Charlotte and like we're only an hour away.
Right.
It's like a big difference.
I don't know what it is. Something about Spartanburg and Columbia is always 20 degrees warmer, it seems like. The biggest surprise, football-wise, is what?
I'd say the biggest surprise for me, what I really noticed, is that our defense, how they really are pursuing to the ball. Like, it's like night and day from like last year. Like, they are really like hounding, like getting after them, and stripping the ball a lot. So I think I wouldn't say it's a surprise, but it's one thing that I've noticed a lot is that how our defense are really pursuing to the ball, and they look great out there.
All right, Chris, same question for you. The biggest surprise of this camp for you has been what?
Mine's gonna be a player. I'm gonna say Captain Munner.
All right, captain's getting a number of people have mentioned him.
I didn't know what to expect from him. At OTAs, everybody looks good in OTAs. You want to see what people are doing in the past come off. And he's a guy who has really stood out as far as in practice, making plays. Like every time the film comes on, his name's getting mentioned for something good. Attaboy. Every single time. So he's really impressive.
7th round pick, making some noise, huh?
Yeah, he's done a great job.
Those Gamecocks, man, they get to the next level, they're ready to go. Must be something about it. We wish you guys nothing but success and luck and stay healthy and all that good stuff. And we appreciate you taking the time. I know your schedule's crazy, and you got to get back to work, and 2 of them getting tomorrow. We'll be watching you guys Monday night up there in New York. So good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got it. Kenny Moore and